Hello everyone, this is Defense Politics Asia and welcome back to yet another Frontline Changes Report just 12 hours after the last one. So this is the update for the past 12 hours because the last update includes information from the 15th. So now we're just continuing from there. So if you want to know the rest of the Frontline changes, check out the last video. A lot of Frontline changes in that one. Over 60 square kilometers was captured by the Russian forces. So now we continue with the past 12 hours. Well, we have frontline changes over at Nishayev. So this video footage was what the Ukrainians claim to be North Korean troops running across the field, or rather walking across the field towards the tree line. This was reported as a major Russian offensive by the Russian sources. So this the Crimea Caprice, the geolocator basically listed this as a major infantry attack against Ukrainian stronghold. So the frontline change in this sector. So this marks the beginning of the northern flank offensive, I would say, around the Ruskaya-Poroshnoye region. So the distance of advance is around 800 meters. So this is one update over in the Kursk front. The next frontline change is over in Chasiv. So over in the Bakhmut, the Ukrainian mapping, Deep State UA, have updated their mapping to increase the Russian control around the north of the industrial zone, with the Russian advancing out of the forest towards the lake and towards the micro district of Pivnishny. Pivnishny. Yeah. So basically that's it. I actually draw it the wrong color. Is red color. Yeah. So this is the advance by the Russian forces in the Chasiv region. The next frontline change after this area is over at the Chanske, over in the Pokrovsk front. Over the Pokrovsk front, at the Chanske, the Russian forces have basically captured this southern farm or industrial area here, along with the forest. And so this is a major capture by the Russian forces, which means that the Russians have now a strong foothold in the south of the Chanske, which will allow them to attack the rest of the settlement. The advance to all the way along this river body or water body is around 1.6 kilometers. So that's a pretty long distance traveled, but of course they could attack potentially from the other side, like from this side. So that's all from the Chanske. Nearby in the south at Pushkine, two geolocations marked Russian advances towards Ukrainka in the south of the Pushkine region, as the Russians now attacking towards Ukrainka over here. So this advance is pretty intense. Ukrainka is a very tiny village. The distance traveled is around 1.9 kilometers or 1.8 kilometers. So a pretty major attack by the Russian forces as they continue to shape the battlefield into yet another potential salient, as the Russians are attacking in this direction. Yeah, it could be a potential yet another salient developing on the western part of Pushkine. After this area, we move over to the Uspennivka front, or rather the Constantinople front, which is over here, Constantinople. And the Russian forces advance in two different directions. One push down the tree line, this according to Ukrainian mapping. They mark everything else as gray zone, so it's a code, I guess. And as well as advance over in Sukiali. So the Russian forces advance northwestward from Sukiali, and they also advance down the tree line and attack towards Zelenivka. So this is the two updates. The distance traveled is pretty far. We are talking about like 4.2 kilometers towards Zelenivka, and for the other side, Sukiali is around 1 kilometers advance. So that's all from the this area at Uspennivka or the Constantinople sector. And we go to the last frontline changes, which is over in the Velyka Novosilka sector. This is Velyka Novosilka, and over in the Nekushne, Nekushne and Starodzevi region. Russian forces have crossed the river in the south of Starodzevi and from Blahodany direction and into the western bank of the Mokriali River. I believe this is doable because it is frozen right now, the river, and it is below zero in Ukraine, so this is probably how they are managing to cross the river easily. And towards Nekushne, Russian forces have expanded their control over in the west of the Nekushne as they are going to perform this flanking operation that I did mention before previously. So this operation is ongoing while the Russians are putting pressure on Starodzevi. The Ukrainians are becoming a snake over here, and I believe that the entire snake is going to collapse like very, very soon. Within the next 24 hours. It's just not holdable. This is just an impossible position to hold. So I believe all the Ukrainians is going to gather at Nekushne, and if not, everything below is just not going to work out. So that's it. Just looking at the total area captured. Total area captured. Let me move this thing over here. So so maybe we can do some nice screenshot. Let me move this here. Yeah. So let's do some counting. The Ukrainians over the past 12 hours did not capture any grounds, so this is pretty obvious. It's going to be 0. For the Russians, the largest capture is at Pokrovsk, and then they follow up with the Uspennivka sector. So this is the two main biggest one, and still it looks like it's going to be more than 10 square kilometers captured already. So let's count the 0.53 plus 0.23 plus 5.02 plus 3.35 plus 2.61. So total captured by the Russian forces is 11.74 square kilometers. So even for 12 hours, I think this is actually pretty much, for a 12 hours period. So the collapse in Ukraine continues, and there is latest rumors about the 155th French trained Ukrainian troops mass surrendering to Russia. This is unconfirmed, and on the Ukrainian side, they continue to assert, including Zelensky himself, that North Koreans are fighting in Kursk, which is where one of the geolocation I mentioned earlier. That's the evidence. Despite the video footage just can't see shit. There's no way you can identify anything. So, and yeah, my position, DPA's official position at this moment is still the same. No North Koreans are involved in the fighting against Ukraine because there is zero evidence to prove that is the case. So anyway, thank you for watching. Press the like button, subscribe. Check out the DPA open mic. We just have 5 hours of intensive discussion regarding mostly actually Syria and a bit of Ukraine. So anyway, thank you for watching. Press the like button, subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next update.